Hey everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Ravin and I've been a member of the River Community Church for about 7 years now. I want to share with you guys a word that God gave to me towards the end of last semester as I was finishing up my first semester in college at LSU. Going to college, I didn't drive pretty much at all. If I didn't have to, I wasn't going to, and I used the bus services to my advantage. But after a while, I feel like I forgot how to drive, and I didn't feel like I had the ability to maneuver a car efficiently and in a way that would keep me and my passengers safe. I've always been a control freak. I've always wanted to know what's next, and I've always wanted to be able to get myself out of any situation I didn't want to be in. And going to college, I feel like I lost control of my life, especially in the area of grades. A's always came easy to me, and I didn't really have to work as hard for them as I do now in college. And I just felt like I was no longer able to easily maneuver through life's daily struggles as I could before. I lost control of the wheel, and instead of turning to God, I let my doubts consume me, and I turned to anxiety and depression, and I was miserable for weeks, thinking that I wasn't good enough and that I would never be able to get back into the swing of things. But God stopped me, and He gave me a revelation. He is the one who allowed me to lose control. He took the wheel that I was holding on so tightly to because it was never meant for me. God is the only one who knows how to control the wheel and maneuver throughout life's daily struggles. My stress came from trying to be someone I was never meant to be and to do things that I was never meant to do. God never intended for me to carry that burden alone, and He tried to tell me that for so long, but I just wouldn't listen. So He took His control back, and He showed me how powerless I really am without Him. The road is gonna be bumpy, curvy, sharp, small, and hard, but God never said we had to deal with that on our own. In fact, in Deuteronomy 31:6, God told us that He would never leave or forsake us. He said He would be right there with us and never leave our side. He never left me. The decisions I was making for myself led me down a dark path to where I couldn't see Him. But in the midst of the dark, God called out to me, and He told me that even though I can't see Him, even though I'm scared and I can't see my way out of this situation, He can and He will direct me out as long as I agree to let Him be first and let Him take the wheel. In John 16:16, God was speaking to His disciples, and He was referring to the time where He would be crucified, and He told them, "In a little while, you won't see me anymore. But in a little while after that, you will see me again." Sometimes we put other things before God. For me, it was my grades, and I put them before God. And whenever we do that, we put Him in second place, and we build this wall up against Him, and we feel like He's forsaken us and He forgot about us. But in reality, we're the ones who put the wall up to where we can't see or hear Him. And sometimes He has to remind us that, hey, I'm still here. He has to break that wall down and get back to us. This brings me back to a couple years ago when I was I was staying at my granny's house, and she had one of those ACs that go in the window. I don't know what you call them, but it had frozen up, and I didn't know what to do. Like, it was getting really hot in there, and so I took like the little filter thing, the thing that goes over it. I'm sorry, I'm butchering this so bad, but it was frozen. And so I went and got a knife, and I was chipping at the ice and everything, and I'm like trying to get it off, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so hot in here, what am I gonna do? So after a while, I was just chipping at the ice and trying to get it off. I just gave up, and I was like, look, I'm gonna just turn this off. I'm gonna just burn up for the night. And after a while, I had cut it off, and it was like unbearably hot, and I went back to it and I tried to cut it on, and it worked. And so I'm like, what's going on? So I took it off, took the cover off, and the ice had melted. and I didn't have to do anything but just leave it alone and let it do its work. And I could see that the places that I took the knife and tried to chip the ice off, I actually bent the vents. And God he just showed me, like, let God handle it. And like I picture the dents I made from the knife. That's like the result of us trying to be the ruler of our lives and, you know, make decisions on our own. We're just gonna keep messing it up. We're gonna keep hurting ourselves and others. But when we let God be first, and when we let him just do his work, he'll never disappoint us, and he'll never leave or forsake us. I hope this encouraged somebody today, and I hope you're all staying safe out there. I love you guys, and God bless you.